Okay, so everything you think you know about weight loss is skewed through one single lens. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that in a second. But before I go into that, I'm just going to explain to you. So a lot of people think that weight loss is all about calorie deficit, right? Is all about, eating less, working out, eating less. And sure, that's on paper, the logical explanation is. That's why a lot of guys will be like, oh, just eat less, right? They'll be like, oh, just eat less, move more, right? And that's the logical side of things. But guys, the biggest thing that I've learned over the last month or so, not over the last month, but over the last year or so, is that everything is not about logic, right? It's not 100% about logic, okay? Because when you approach a certain situation through just a totally logical form of thinking, there's leaks there. Not only do you miss people with that message of it's all just logical, okay, eat less, move more, right? But you're missing a key component to that, okay? Because it's not all logical and not everybody thinks the logical way, okay? Which is why you need to come at it with a certain aspect that's emotional, right? And so everything you think about weight loss is skewed because you're coming at it from a logical lens. You miss the point of emotion, right? You miss the emotional side of things. Okay, when you miss the emotional side of things, okay, and us as guys, right, we tend to only think logical, right? But that is the exact reason why a lot of us never hit our goals, right? That's the exact reason why we never hit our goals, okay? Because we're always thinking in the logical aspect, right? But you have to understand there's an emotional aspect of things. Okay, you have to understand the emotional aspect of things. When you wake up, right? Let's just say you got broken up with by your girl, right? You're waking up, right? Or let's just say something happened with a family member or whatever the case may be, right? It's you're not always going to be in the logical sense. You're not always going to feel like doing this again, right? You're not always going to feel like doing it, okay? And that's exactly where the problem lies, okay? Because you have failed at weight loss because you're approaching things through a logical sense, okay? But there's always a certain percentage that is emotion, okay? And everybody's different, okay? A lot of times we approach things through a different side of the coin, right? Some people approach situations through more emotion. Some people approach things through more logic, okay? But you have to understand what sounds good on paper is not always how things play out in the real world, if that makes sense, right? So coming from that aspect of things, okay, you have to understand, guys, you have to understand the importance of mindset, okay? You have to understand the importance of mindset. This is crazy. I was always English was my best subject in school, but lately I've been misspelling so many words. It's crazy. But mindset right here, okay, guys? Mindset is the most overlooked component of weight loss, okay? Because we're always thinking in the logical sense, okay? And that's exactly why you fail time and time again to lose weight, because it's not that simple, okay? It's not that simple. But the first thing you need to realize when it comes to elevating your mindset and fixing your mindset for success, you need to burn the boats, okay? You need to focus on one philosophy, okay? This is a big thing, and this is extremely difficult for us in the modern world because we're always approaching things through a sense of, oh yeah, I see that option, I see that option, I see that option, I see that option. But the biggest key action step for you to take is for you to focus, okay? Focus, okay? This is the funnel right here. I explain that in a lot of my other videos, especially exposing the health and fitness industry. Go check that out if you haven't. But I always talk about the funnel, right, of success. This is more like a pyramid, not intentionally, but let's go with it, right? But this is the pyramid of success right here, okay? Or this is the pyramid of awareness, okay? The pyramid of awareness when it comes to weight loss, okay? So the pyramid of awareness, right? You first become aware, right? Let's just say your doctor showed you that you need to lose weight, all right? Doctor's orders, okay? That tell you need to lose weight, okay? And then either they get you on Ozempic, right? Or, they tell you whatever the case may be. In the flight coaching program, we focus on natural remedies. Our average client loses 8 pounds in 30 days, completely natural. And we teach you how to eat and train however you want. It's a beautiful process right there. But, you could go on Ozempic too. Or you go into YouTube videos, right? You watch YouTube videos, okay? You watch YouTube videos and you're bombarded with all of these different philosophies, right? Like you see keto, right? You see OMAD, okay? You see whatever the case may be, paleo, all of these different diets, 30, whatever the case may be, right? I'm not gonna go there with you, but you see all of these philosophies that are telling you totally different things. Like one person is saying, oh, eat vegetables, right? One person is saying, oh, don't eat meat, right? One person is saying, oh, only eat, meat, right? Whatever the case may be, right? And you're bombarded with all of these different philosophies, but you never end up realizing what works for you, okay? And that's the exact reason why we need to understand, you need to understand, right? You need a personalized approach, right? And you need to understand what works with your specific situation right here, okay? And the ability to understand that, I need to focus on what is going to work for me specifically, the quicker you're going to get better results and the quicker you're going to move in your weight loss journey, okay? So you understand, why did Frank lose 22 pounds in 12 weeks, right? Because he focused in, he dialed in on our specific system, right? He dialed in on our specific system, all right? And he took it to its natural end. And it's easy when you have that person next to you, guiding you to your goal, okay? When you're ready to book in a call, you can book in a call down below, or if you have any questions about our Rapid Sustainable program, feel free to DM me on Instagram. But guys, understand you need to focus. And in the modern world, with the age of information, it's so difficult to focus, okay? But understand that's the most important action step, is to focus. Once you figure out your philosophy, you need to burn the boats. Sun Tzu, okay, in his book, The Art of War, okay, maybe one of the most popular novels to ever written. He's a Chinese war general, right? It was written in I think it was BC. It was written 1,000 years ago. It's that old, right? But basically what Sun Tzu taught his soldiers to do was to destroy the previous territory before them, to burn the boats, to destroy that old territory as they moved on to new territory, because he saw that the soldiers that didn't look back prevailed towards their objective quicker, okay? So when you're able to burn the boats, then that's when you get to your goal quicker, okay? But it's so difficult with the age of information, with all of these different things, right? With all these different philosophies shoved in your face, okay? But if you have the ability to focus, okay? If you have the ability to focus on the one goal, you're gonna get there twice as fast, okay? It's all about focus, okay? It's all about focus, okay? It's focusing on the one goal. It's all about focus, okay? It's all about focus. And then understand the difference between logic and emotion, okay? Logic and emotion. On the logical side, okay? You have indirect energy expenditure, okay? Indirect energy expenditure, which can often be the quickest way to lose weight. And I talk about how we did an experiment with one of our clients who lost 11 pounds in 30 days. But he lost 6 pounds in his first week. Definitely check that video out, right? Break this process down. But you have indirect energy expenditure, right? You have direct energy expenditure, okay? And you have planned energy expenditure. Okay, and then when you can understand the correlation between indirect energy expenditure, direct energy expenditure, and then planned energy expenditure, and you can kind of combine those formulas, then you're gonna lose weight super quick on paper, that is, right? On paper, okay? But here's the thing. This is where most people screw up, okay? Because all they think about is this. And they're like, oh, I don't need a coach because I know I need to eat less and move more, right? Oh, I need to eat less calories, whatever the case may be. But it's why is 75% of Americans overweight or obese? right? Why are 75% of Americans overweight or obese? Tell me that, okay? If it's that simple, if it's, oh, okay, I just need to go on a calorie deficit and then eat less and move more, right? If that's the case, then why are 75% of Americans overweight or obese? It's because, guys, you need to understand an emotional side of things, okay? And while, okay, the logical side seems good on paper, there's an emotional side of things, okay? Like your mindset, you're not gonna accomplish your goals when your mindset is trash. So understand, this is the entire theme of this video, your mindset, the everyday grind, okay? Managing the psychology of your brain, okay? Do you understand what type of person you are, okay? Do you understand what type of person you are? What are your tics, okay? What do you respond to negatively? What do you respond to positively? Like, this is all something you need to figure out, okay? So that's the emotional side of things. And oftentimes that can be bigger than the logical side of things, okay? That's why 75% of Americans are overweight or obese, okay? But understand, guys, it's all about focusing. You need to focus. You need to focus, okay? Choose one philosophy, okay? Choose one philosophy. Our clients chose Flight after going through, like, Shinel went through 4 programs. He went through like 2 in-person coaches. He went through 2 online coaches before he finally went down to 14% body fat in the program, right? Or Frank, he worked with an in-person PT, burned $1,000 on an in-person PT, then kind of came into the Flight coaching program, lost 22 pounds in 12 weeks, right? And so our clients picked one philosophy right here. They picked one philosophy, okay? And they followed that to its natural end, okay? So the biggest action step, first thing, is to focus, okay? And once you figure out that first thing, once you figure out that philosophy, then burn all of these other philosophies, okay? Burn keto, okay? Don't even watch those videos, okay? Burn those other videos, okay? Burn all of those stupid diets. Focus on the fundamentals, but focus on one philosophy, okay? Focus on one philosophy, okay? That is the biggest action step to take when you're trying to lose weight, okay? Next thing, okay? So what I'm gonna do is delete a lot of this stuff right here. Oh, deleted the emotion, which is what most of you guys are doing. This is what most of you guys are doing. You're deleting the emotion off the board. You're only going towards the logical side of things, and that's exactly why you don't hit your goals, okay? It's exactly why you don't hit your goals, because you're ignoring the emotional side of things, okay? So I'm gonna write this down because I actually made that mistake just now, right? Anyways, the emotional side of things, okay? You need to focus, all right? You need to focus and understand the polarity between the logical and the emotional. Once you understand the polarity between the logical and the emotional, it's a beautiful thing once you understand, once you can balance it, right? But once you burn the boats, once you focused in on that one philosophy, then you need to have a long-term mindset, okay? Okay, you can go look at our client results, all right? You can go to my Instagram, you can go look at the client results. Our client results are insane. We got a client lose 11 pounds in 30 days, 22 pounds in 12 weeks, 10 pounds in 2 weeks, right? 2 pounds your first 2 days in the program, right? You can go to my Instagram and you can go look at the client results for yourself, but you have to understand, okay, it doesn't always happen like that, okay? I'm not promising you you're gonna lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks, right? I'm telling you, you can lose 50 pounds in a year if you dial in and you can have a long-term mindset. One of our clients lost 77 pounds his first year in the program, okay? But if you have a long-term mindset, because everybody's bodies are different at the end of the day, everybody's bodies are different, and no one can guarantee quick results, okay? It all depends on how your metabolism is before you start the program. It all depends on a multitude of different things, right? How your hormones are, XYZ, right? So with that thinking, you have to have a long-term mindset, and this is what's so difficult for everybody to conceive, okay? So you have to have a long-term mindset, and this is what's so difficult for people to understand. This is what's so difficult for people to conceive. Here's the crazy part. Most people give up right before they're about to see success and whatever the goal they're trying to accomplish, okay? Most people give up right before they see the success, okay? Why? It's because of the emotional side of things, okay? They experience burnout, right? burnout. Their environment's trash, okay? You're a sum of the 5 people you hang around with, okay, guys? Once you understand your environment, okay, then you'll understand, okay, I need to get around the right people for me to actually succeed in my goals long term, okay? It's not about anybody can lose 20 pounds in a couple months, right? But why do people go yo-yo, boom, boom, up, down, up, down? Oh, I lost 20 pounds, gained it back. Oh, I lost 20 pounds, gained it back. You understand why that's not normal, right? Society is not normal, okay? That's why I'm trying to explain to you why you need to take yourself out of that societal dump, right? You need to not listen to all of these other people. I'm going to go into that in a second, but it's like, guys, you need to understand that they say the number one determinant of success is, what do you think it is? It's your zip code, okay? The number one determinant of success is your zip code, right? That's how big of a role environment plays, okay? You don't believe me? All right, go look at people in the slums of Africa. They can get the same education that we get here in America, but are they going to be as successful as Americans in here, with the dollar being so much weaker out there, or their currency being so much weaker out there? Okay, so it's all about your environment, who you surround yourself with, who you decide to surround yourself with. And you have to understand that, okay, cool, so you might be in a family right now currently where they buy bad food, right? They don't allow you to really, like, every time you try and count your calories or whatever the case may be, they're like, oh yeah, he's on a diet, she's on the diet, right? They may shame you for trying to actually be on this weight loss journey. But understand, okay, with the internet, with the way things are nowadays, is that you can join online communities, okay? You can join Facebook groups, okay? You can join Facebook groups, okay? You can join school groups. That's a great platform right there. You can join Telegram groups right here. Okay, we have a great Telegram group. I just put 70 meal plans in the Telegram group. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll send you a link to it. But guys, there's all of these different groups that you have available to you at your disposal. Okay, so if you can't physically get out of, Ohio, if you can't physically get out of Columbus, Ohio, right? Then, okay, join these right here. Join Facebook groups, join school groups, join Telegram groups, okay? So understand that we're in the age of information, right? We're in the digital age, so there's no excuse for you to not have this dialed in, okay? There's no excuse for you to not have this dialed in, okay? So understand, okay? Environment. You need to understand the importance of your environment right there, okay? Another reason people can't have a long-term mindset, okay, is because you fear failure. You fear failure, okay? And because you fear failure, that's exactly what you see in your actual existence, in your everyday existence, okay? And why do you fear failure, though? This is something crazy right here. Why do people fear failure, okay? This is so crazy. Why do people fear failure, okay? Why do people fear failure? This is very interesting to think of, but people fear failure because they judge other people for failing, right? You fear failure because you are judging people that also fail at certain things, okay? So it's very important to understand the way that you eliminate your fear of failure is to simply stop judging people that fail, okay? Because you're an outward appearance of your everyday thinking, okay? The way you think is the way you appear in the real world, okay? So if you can, and this is something I'm working on as well, but once you understand that you only fear failure because you judge other people for failing, then when you stop judging other people from failing, then that is when you become that person that does not fear failure, the person that will just go towards their goals without the fear of failure. Which I'd be like, I don't care, bro. If I fail, whatever. But at least I tried. Okay, at least you tried. Okay, so that's very important right there. Okay, so you fear failure. Okay, another reason people cannot have a long-term mindset is because they have a lack of belief in themselves. Okay, understand that everything that I'm bringing up, guys, has absolutely nothing to do with the logical side of things. Okay, understand it has nothing to do with the logical side of things, but it has everything to do with the emotional side of things, okay? So people have a lack of belief in themselves. You've never done it before, okay? But if you have a lack of belief, just understand, I want you to ask yourself, if you have a lack of belief, ask yourself, what is gonna help me eliminate that lack of belief, okay? Ask yourself that. Would someone by your side at all times to help you eliminate that lack of belief help you? Right? If someone was there to eliminate that BS that you feel of that lack of belief in yourself, do you think that would help you? Right? This is why people get coaches. This is why people get mentors. This is why people hire consultants, okay? To get them to see not only what they can't see, right? But also to eliminate that crazy lack of belief that they have in themselves, okay? And then when you get that person that can help you eliminate that lack of belief in yourself, then what happens? You take flight, okay? Why do you think our program's called the Flight Coaching Program, okay? Because beliefs are eliminated, okay? Beliefs are eliminated, okay? And when beliefs are eliminated, that is when you soar high in the sky, okay? So that's what's beautiful about belief, okay? Belief, and it all starts with belief in the mind, okay? But understand that if you have a lack of belief, that it probably comes from childhood. It probably came from something someone said when you were younger, okay? Like, probably came from someone saying you're never gonna amount to anything, right? Whether that's a family member, a teacher, an enemy when you were younger, whatever the case may be. So this can bog you down, okay? This can bog you down, and this can prevent you from hitting your goals truly, okay? So if you can eliminate that lack of belief, and you do that by getting a person that helps you eliminate that lack of belief, okay? It's extremely effective, okay? It's extremely effective. Another reason why people cannot have a long-term mindset when they're trying to lose weight, okay? Weight loss, is because you're simply impatient, right? You're impatient, okay? You don't see results. You may lose a couple pounds your first couple weeks, right? Like I said, some people lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Some people lose 10 pounds in a month. Some people lose 3 pounds in a month, right? But you have to understand everybody's body is different, okay? So when you have a long-term mindset, you're gonna get there. You're just gonna get there. But a lot of people don't get there because they're impatient, okay? And when you're impatient, you never hit your goals, okay? This is why, we have goldfish attention spans. The average person has less of an attention span than a goldfish, okay? Isn't that crazy? The average human has less of an attention span than a goldfish, okay? Which, it makes sense, okay? Why we cannot stay focused, okay? And why we're so impatient, okay? And so when impatience is manifested in your mind, then that is when you stop, okay? Because you're like, oh, it's not happening fast enough. The reason why you're impatient, I'll tell you this, the reason why you're impatient is because you see other people succeeding faster than you, okay? But once you can understand that, stop comparing yourself, okay? Understand that your journey is your journey, okay? And understand that people get places at different paces, okay? Like when I was younger, I used to read slow, and I used to hate myself because I read so slow. I read good, but I read very slow. And, a lot of times people can't pick up that, but once I realized that everybody gets there at their own pace. It's not a race, all right? And oftentimes the person that, gets there slower with a better foundation is the person that succeeds the best long term, okay? You want to build on a firm foundation. Oftentimes the people that get places very, very quick, like if you just starve yourself for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, okay? If you just straight up starve yourself for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a whole month, you're going to understand that you're going to have a massive come down period where you just eat so much food. That's why starving yourself doesn't work, right? But that's exactly why people who move fast oftentimes fail fast, okay? But people who build on a strong foundation, you need a foundation, okay? You need to build on a foundation, okay? Okay, you need to build on a foundation, all right? And when you build on a foundation, when you're not impatient, okay? When you're not impatient, then that is when you get to your goals very quickly, okay? And quickly means a lot, okay? Quickly in the macro is differently than quickly in the micro, right? Because understand this, quickly in the micro is, okay, cool, yeah, I lose 20 pounds in a month. That's a really big search on Google, okay? And I know what you guys are searching. Right? How do I lose 20 pounds in a month? Okay? But you have to understand what's fast in the micro is often slow in the macro, okay? Okay? What's fast in the micro is often slow in the macro, okay? But what's slow in the micro, okay? Maybe you lose 8 pounds in 30 days, all right? You lose 8 pounds every 30 days, all right? You don't try and lose 20 pounds in 30 days. What if you lost 8 pounds in 30 days, okay? That is slow, but I mean, that's faster than most, right? That's faster than most. A lot of our clients, our average client loses that in 30 days, or our average weight loss client loses that in 30 days, okay? But that's slower than 20 pounds in 30 days. You get what I mean? So when you go slow in the micro, you're gonna go fast in the macro. Why? Because you're building on more of a firm foundation. You're building on more of a foundation of, dialing in your metabolism, okay? Dialing certain things along the way that's gonna help you really build a firm foundation, dialing in your habits, okay? And so that's extremely important. Understand the importance of long-term thinking when you're trying to lose weight, okay? And this kind of goes in line with a long-term mindset. But another thing you need is you need consistency, okay? You need consistency when you're trying to lose weight. Consistency is extremely important, okay? And you're understanding why you haven't been able to lose weight, okay? But consistency is extremely important, right? Because a lot of times people will yo-yo, right? Like I said, people yo-yo all the time, right? In the new year. I know a lot of you guys are gonna fall off your New Year's resolutions in a couple weeks, all right? That's not me wishing anything bad on you, but that's just facts. That's just statistics on what happens, okay? Because people don't get that person that holds them accountable, that one person, or maybe it's multiple persons, maybe it's a community, right? That holds you accountable, right? For your actions, okay? And most of you guys are thinking you can do it all alone. Oh yeah, you can do it all alone. That's a popular phrase. It's a popular philosophy in America. It's just like, oh, do everything on your own, right? In other countries, you have multi-generational families where the whole family stays together. It's like a village. But for some reason here in America, we've adopted this independent mindset where we think we can do everything ourselves. And bro, it's no one accomplished anything on their own, right? Nobody accomplished anything on their own. As much as you think that strong independent dude, right, or that strong independent woman accomplished everything on herself by herself, no, it didn't happen like that, okay? Everybody needs someone to hold them accountable and to keep them consistent, okay? So you need that person, you need that group of people, okay, to hold you accountable, okay, and to keep you consistent, because this is the number one killer. This is the number one killer, because you cannot, your mindset does not allow you to stay consistent, okay? Your mindset does not allow you to stay consistent long term, and that's exactly why you fail, right? Okay, the number 4 thing is authority frame, okay? Authority frame. Okay, the authority frame is extremely important when you're trying to lose weight, and a lot of times you stay stuck. Okay, a lot of times we stay stuck because we're listening in because we have the wrong authority frame in our mind, okay? But we need the right authority frame, okay? But here's why we have the wrong authority frame in our mind. A lot of people are taking the wrong authority frame with this, okay? So meaning, a lot of times we take very niched advice from people we shouldn't take advice from, right? Like a lot of times people take very niched advice from people who don't have the track record, people who don't have the client results. And that's a big problem right now, is because in society today, everybody has their own opinion, right? Everybody has their own opinion on how you should live life because of social media, right? Everybody has an Instagram account, everybody has a Facebook account, so everybody's an expert with an opinion nowadays, right? And so that's exactly the problem, is we take niched advice from people who don't have client results, okay? From people who just simply have an opinion and haven't done the thing themselves, right? Are you taking weight loss advice from people who are overweight themselves, right? And that's exactly the reason why you need to understand. I'm actually going to delete some of this stuff right here, okay, because you get the point. You need to understand the correlation between education and execution, okay? Execution. And this is a big problem that I see a lot of people doing, is they equate education, oh yeah, you're educated, with execution. Oh, I know what to do, but understand these are not correlated, guys. Understand that education and execution are not correlated, right? A lot of people say, oh, yeah, I know how to eat right? Oh, yeah, I know how to do that, right? But why are you still overweight, for example, right? Because your education on the topic does not match your execution, what you're actually doing right now, okay? A lot of you guys have exercise science degrees, kinesiology degrees, nutrition degrees, whatever the case may be, but you're not living, right? You're not executing on what you actually know. And why are you not executing on what you actually know, right? Because you don't have that one person. It all comes back to that one person to hold you accountable, okay? To understand what you tried, okay? Make you understand. You need that person to teach you, to show you what you cannot see. You need that person to teach you, to show you what you cannot see, okay? And that's the problem. I had a conversation with a client, right, recently. And, this client, she's very, she's really on her stuff, right? She's really dedicated to improvement, and she's dedicated. She wants that dream body, right? She wants that dream body. She has that vision, right? But she was telling me how, her friends are saying, oh, it's fine, right? Your friends are fine, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, okay, so tell me about these friends. Are they in great shape themselves? She says no. And that's the problem right there, okay? And let me give you a formula, okay? Here's the formula for taking advice in the authority frame, okay? You're gonna thank me later for this, okay? The key to the authority frame is to only take advice from people is to, one, has the experience doing the thing that you have actually done before successfully, right? Meaning, has this person got down to 12% body fat? Has this person got down to 14% body fat and have stuck there? That not only, one, they can tell you how to get down to there, but they can tell you how to stick there, okay? They can tell you how to stick there, okay? Because anybody can lose 20 pounds in a couple months, like I said earlier. But the hard part is sticking at that 14% body fat, at that 12% body fat mark, okay? So only take counsel, and I'm not saying life advice, okay? Take life advice, whatever the case may be. I'm talking niche, I'm talking weight loss advice, okay? This is a weight loss video, guys. Only take weight loss advice from people who have experience doing the thing successfully, okay? And then also, have they taught it to people, right? Do these people have a track record of bringing them up to where they're at, right? Have they used the advice on themselves, okay? Because everybody hates someone, that guru that does not practice what he preaches. Okay, so does this person practice what they preach? Does this person have client results? Does this person have testimonials? Does this person have a proven track record that what they're saying is true? Okay, and also physical proof. Okay, obviously this is the easiest way to understand who you need to take advice from. Is this person that's giving you advice on how to be in shape themselves? Okay, it's logic. Okay, logic. Okay, and that's when the logic meets. Okay, like I said, there's a balance between the logic and the emotion, and when you understand that nice balance between the logical and the emotion, okay, the logical side and the emotional side, that is when you win. That is when you're gonna get down to 12% body fat. Okay, it's logical. Okay, so the authority frame is a logical frame. Okay, like I said, when you understand how to balance the logical and the emotional side, that's when you get in shape. Okay, and then another thing. Okay, the last thing I'm going to go over is you need to just do it, guys. All right, you need to just do it. All right, meaning, like, a lot of you guys have been thinking about working with me for a while. Okay, a lot of you guys have watched tons and tons and tons of my stuff, but you haven't reached out, right? Or you haven't taken that step towards becoming that new self. Okay, you need to just freaking do it. okay? Now, obviously, the program isn't for everybody, okay? The program is not for everybody, but whoever you've been watching, like I said in the beginning, you need to focus, okay? This is what this whole presentation is about. You need to focus. Okay, so whatever that one philosophy is, like if you watch our videos on the Flight channel and you're like, oh yeah, this is not what I'm into, right? If you don't resonate with me, right? If you don't resonate with my philosophy, whatever the case may be, then don't work with me. Don't reach out to me. But if you do resonate with the videos, DM me on Instagram and interact with me, okay? This could be any other situation, right? Interact with those people that you resonate with, okay? Don't isolate yourself. Okay, like I said, your environment is important, okay? Your environment is important for your mindset, okay? Okay, but you need to focus, okay? And you need to start interacting with those people who you vibe with, right? So if you vibe with my stuff, okay? Then DM me, reach out to me, inquire about the program, right? Start to take those action steps to change your life, because you are the only person that can change your life. You are the only person that can take those action steps towards your best self, okay? You're the only person, okay, from where you're at right now to here. You are the only person. It all revolves around you. You are the only person that can take you to that point, okay? That revolves around just doing it, okay? That revolves around just doing it. And so what that means right there is you need to take those action steps towards interacting with those people who you vibe with, okay? If that's me, then send me a DM on Instagram, okay? Tell me how you vibe with the video, okay? Comment down below, okay? But you need to start interacting with people on a daily basis and start to take those action steps towards your best self, okay? And when you start to take those action steps towards your best self, that is when you win, okay? But it's not until you focus, okay? That's not until you focus. That's not until you burn the boats, okay? Make this one choice your only choice. Follow it to its natural end, guys. I promise you're going to get there. But you need to understand the logical and the emotional side of things. And oftentimes, the emotional side of things, your mindset, you need that dialed in or you're going to fail, okay? So you need to understand how to focus, okay? And once you understand how to focus, that's when the results come. But if you don't know how to focus, you need that person, okay? You need that community that helps you understand the process, understand how to think long term, understand that you need to take advice from the right people, okay? So guys, it's about the logical and the emotional side of things, okay? So if you're curious more about how we help our clients lose weight quick, I mean, look at the client results, okay? Frank, 22 pounds in 12 weeks. Okay, look at Connor's results even. He got crazy results in the program, right? If you're curious about any of that, feel free to book in a call and just ask, okay? Have a conversation with me, all right? Let me get to know you. I want to get to know you, okay? I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your traumas. I want to get to know what you've done before, okay? I want to get to know how I can serve you, okay? So book in a call down below. Or, you know, if you have questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram and just start connecting with people. Take those actions towards your best step. I promise you, you're going to get there, okay? You're gonna get down to 14% body fat. You're gonna get down to 12% body fat, guys. You're gonna get that aesthetic physique. Once you start to take those actions yourself and understand that you are the only person that can change your life, okay? I'm gonna speak to you on the call. All right, I'll see you guys soon, okay?